Hello everyone, welcome to my second year in review. In this year in review, I am going to kind of just give you a little overview of my past year and everything new that happened and how I've sort of grown during my college experience so far. It's not going to be super detailed because I have put in a lot of detail and work into my learning portfolio, expanding far beyond what I think honors expects of it and kind of showcasing almost everything I've been doing in college rather than just my experiential learning projects. So please make sure you check that out in detail when you get the chance. There's a lot to see. So I would like to start out by telling you just a little bit of some areas of growth that I've seen in myself this year at UC. And one of the biggest things is that I've become very much focused on service. I became far more involved in GlobeMed this year. GlobeMed is an organization that partners with Social Action for Women in Thailand, and Mae Sot, Thailand, which is on the western Thai-Burma border. And this year I was fortunate enough to be selected to go on the GROW trip, the grassroots on-site work trip, with 4 other amazing students. And it's actually one of my honors experiences and isn't yet documented on my portfolio, but it will come in the following month or so. I just returned from GROW, and currently I'm in India spending some time with my family. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about what I experienced in GROW. The grassroots on-site work internship was extremely life-changing for me, as it allowed me to see many things that you cannot learn from reading a book about public health or global health. I was able to witness some of the most amazing work conducted by SOL, that is Social Action for Women. Social Action for Women has over 19 projects that are dedicated to helping Burmese migrants adapt to life in Thailand, giving them vocational schooling, giving them education on personal hygiene and communicable diseases, which is the project we are involved in, providing houses for abandoned children, women who have been trafficked or abused, and care and treatment for HIV, women and children who are HIV positive. And I was able to meet many of the people, both the staff and the community members and community leaders involved in these projects. And we did something new this year with the GROW internship that has not been done in previous internships, and that is we conducted video interviews of most of the SAS staff that are involved in our project, and the community leaders and peer educators from the communities that are targeted by the project. And what we were able to learn is that while many of these people have been through enormous difficulties and are facing even more enormous challenges, they have a sense of purpose that they work toward, and their passion is so visible and so amazing to see. And that was one of the best experiences for me on GROW this year. And it was also something that I wasn't expecting on seeing when I went on GROW. You always, whenever you go abroad on any kind of service trip, I think there are certain expectations that you have, and then I think that what you see will completely throw all those expectations out the window, because before you went, you did not have the experience, and after you went, you had the experience. And that was what was most striking to me on Grow. When I get around to documenting it on my portfolio, you will see lots of pictures and a lot more detail about the experience. But I wanted to mention a little bit about it in this year in review because of the fact that I have not put it on my portfolio yet. So, something new that I learned this year is that grades don't always matter. It's the process of learning the subject that matters, and that that lesson kind of came to me in a new and not very enjoyable experience I had this year, and that was the loss of my 4.0, that which happened just this past semester in organic chemistry. And it was a very difficult subject, and I know a lot of people go through that. I've always been a sort of a straight A student, and so that loss kind of came as a little bit of a shock. But it really did teach me that there are more important things than that perfect 4.0. And I do feel as if I learned a lot. I was very prepared for the organic chemistry on the MCAT, and just going through the whole process of learning the subject rather than focusing so much on just the ultimate grade that comes out of it. I also became much more involved in research, so I learned many new things there. I learned about what it's like to spend, 36 hours of effort on something and then have it give you no results. And I also, experienced the excitement of getting results after another 36 hours of effort. So that was, something new for me. It taught me that research is not all about immediate fulfillment. It's about experimenting and experimenting again and again, and maybe getting a success here and there, but a lot more, failures and setbacks than successes, definitely when it comes to lab work. But I've also discovered that I really love research, and I'm extremely happy that I decided to get into it when I came to UC. One of the passions that I have identified here at UC, especially in this past year, is my passion for music and for pursuing that interest and that hobby that I have, along with my major and my career path. And I feel like this is very important because you always want to make sure that you're not too bogged down by just the one path that you have this goal to reach, and that you also let other things such as internal passions, internal happiness also have some part in your life. And I tried my hardest to make music a part of my life this year by joining the CCM chorale, which was a great opportunity for me because I was the only non-CCM major in chorale. And what chorale is it's a choir at the Conservatory of Music that sings a lot of contemporary music, mainly composers within the last 10 to 20 years. And what was so amazing about this experience was that I was able to meet the composers themselves, who came to critique our performance of their own pieces. And many of the pieces that we sang were world premieres, or regional premieres, which was extremely amazing to be part of that experience of being able to sing pieces that no one else has ever sung before, which was extremely amazing. I also, became more deeply involved with UC Junoon, which is the Bollywood fusion a cappella group that Neeraj started last year. And we kind of switched, executive board members this year. Many of our original group are still there, but we also gained some new members, which was amazing because each person has a very individual voice, and as the vocal composer for the group, I recognize that, and I have to kind of adjust to songs and parts that fit the people that are singing them, and that has been an amazing challenge for me, but also an amazing experience. As on all of my life, my musical endeavors has always been very focused on my own performance and my own skill and my own musical skills in terms of singing. And this time I've gotten to explore a little bit of the composing aspect of it too, which is really nice.